Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Abiotic Factor, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our complete beginner's guide, and, well, this guy wants in, but in order to do this, we're going to need to get power to the door, and it requires an energy brick, which we have the idea for that. If I open up the crafting by pushing C, you can see there's an energy brick right here, but it requires, as you see it's in red, a powered crafting bench. Oh, okay, there's a bad guy. So, I'm going to actually cook this dude. I'm going to hit him with a knife. Oh boy, he didn't die right away. What a jerk. So I'm not very great with a knife, so it took me a little bit longer than normal to kill the guy. But once you have a dead animal, you see how there's a knife icon above it. Then you can hit it with the knife. You get, I got raw pest, rump. Now my inventory is full, so I need to drop something. I'll go ahead, for the time being, and just drop this frying pan. I don't need it. And I'm going to pick up the raw pest rump. I'm going to walk with it. And I'm going to throw it onto the grill right here. Oh boy, okay. Oh my gosh, okay. So when I log back in, all the enemies respawned, and I was not expecting that, but I should have. Okay. There we go. Stomp. I don't need this guy, so I'm just going to get rid of him. Now, I missed with a lot of nets, and I got hit, but to be honest, all that's good. And you might say, well, why is that good? I'm going to cook it. While it's cooking, I'm going to go pick up the other piece of meat. I'm getting tired. We'll take care of that in a second. So this is a good warning. If you log back in, very well that the enemies have respawned. So in this area, there's lots of pests that are just right out here in this spot, even though we're trying to make a base in here. But it's actually good because it gives you something to eat. Alright, so we're cooking away right here. Now, we got hit. You can see we have some damage, but we're recovering health. You recover health over time. And we're not injured enough to need to use a bandage or even a healing syringe. We're actually just fine. If I push X, the only thing that's going on with me right now is I'm tired. My arms are a little bit hurt, but overall, you can see it says health regenerates by resting, sleeping, eating well, or getting healed by a syringe or other similar item. So because, you know, we're just chilling, our health is slowly going up. I'm gonna, oh, my inventory is full. Okay, so I need to drop this, then I need to pick this up, and then I'm going to eat. Now, if I go here, you can see I'm not super hungry, but I'm gonna eat this. Gobble. And that will, fill me up somewhat. I'm gonna cook this. And my health is regenerating because I ate some food. And if I push X, you can see I'm doing really well. Now, I do need to eat, and we'll get to that. But nothing like doing a little cooking. Now anyway, while that's cooking, I'm going to push K. Everything that just happened was good for us, even though it looked bad. I actually raised my melee skill with sharp melee weapons because I was fighting with a knife. I was getting hit by enemies, so, you know, my fortitude was going up. And we've raised our throwing skill by using nets. We did some sneaking. So we're kind of boosting up. And just by doing this cooking, we're getting experience right here. And there we go. And look at that. Our cooking just went up to level 1. If I push K, you'll see it's here, level 1. And if we get to level 3, we can actually start making soups, which is very, very cool. All right. Now, notice how I'm cooking this meat right here. And let me show you in my inventory. This does give you radiation. However, it's no longer radioactive enough that carrying it around causes radiation. So there is that. Now, this little area here, this security room, is an excellent starter base. It's in fact, you know, intended to be exactly that. So there's some shelves, there's duct tape. We could just pick this up. And I'm going to open this up. And you see how we're tired? There's a couch where we could sleep right here. And there's a TV. I'm just going to, you know, turn this off for now. There's a table leg, which is an item we actually need. And you see these computers? If I mouse over them and aim at them, they have the break icon, meaning we should break these, and we will get some really good crafting components. Now, this is a coffee machine. You can use this, but you have to buy a coffee, and it costs $1. There's a trash can here that has some stuff in it. You could take it. Search everything. Look at this. There's some peas and some salt in this kitchen cabinet. I'm going to save those for now. There's a sink that has some water, and there's some covers. So there's some, like, storage space. So we can build a storage container, which we'll do soon, but we can also just open up this cupboard and put stuff inside here. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to put in some things that I don't need at the moment. So I'm going to put in this extra stack of, this full stack of pipes. I'm just going to shift click that over. I'm going to put in this full stack of duct tape. And I'm going to put over these bio scraps, these pressure gauges, these splints. I don't really ever carry splints, to be honest with you. And these cafeteria trays. This is not a lot of storage inside the cupboard, but it's better than nothing. You can rename this if you want, you know, like temp storage 1 or whatever. Oops, I didn't actually confirm that. Temp storage 1, and then you click confirm. Enter does not do it. No, it didn't like that at all. Maybe because I put a space in it. No, that's a no. Okay, never mind. Don't do that. So, this door goes, we've unlocked it now, so we can get out here. We couldn't before until we unlocked it internally. I'm going to keep it closed. There's a plug here, and there is a plug out here. So this is where I want to build my workbench. There's also another flashlight, some more duct tape, and a tech scrap. I'm going to go to craft, and I'm going to say, let's go ahead and build the crafting bench. I'm going to pin this recipe and just kind of show you what this does. So if you've pinned the recipe right here in the upper right, and I go back to my cupboard, you'll notice that the items I actually need to make the bench are yellow. So they tell you kind of like what you need. So I'll put these over here, and then now we just need one power unit from this computer. So honestly, I'm just going to pick up this table leg, and we learned how to make a makeshift frying pan by picking it up, and I'm going to use it to just break these computers apart. And there we go, power supply unit, which is the final piece that we need to make the crafting bench. So I'm going to kind of close this door so we can't get surprised by any enemies. Enemies can wander around, but they typically won't spawn inside. They definitely won't spawn in here unless you're at a portal event, which we'll talk about later. But the enemies that kind of spawn outside in the kitchen and stuff when you log in, or maybe the next day, they can't just appear in here, to the best of my knowledge. So doing that just kind of makes sure that we're, you know, safe unless we're under siege. Now I'm going to go to crafting, and I'm going to just say craft a crafting bench. Boom. I'm going to unpin all recipes. We don't need that pinned anymore. And I'm going to put this on my hotbar like this. I'm going to put the food down there instead of the iodine tablets. And then I'm going to kind of just move around until this is blue. I want it to be facing me. And you need it to be in the blue area so that it can be reached by a plug. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to kind of just... well, I can't connect it. Oops, I got to build it first. Where's my screwdriver? Here it is. Okay. Got to build it before I can power it up. I jumped ahead. There it is. Then I'm going to pick this up and put it there. So it says you're in a safe place, relatively speaking. Meaning this, like I said, it's relatively safe as far as things go. So now we have this bench built, and I can use it. And as soon as I use it, I'm going to get a bunch more recipes. The repair and salvage station, the duct tape, the barricade. We can make a backpack, which we're going to do. It's amazing. Gives you some more carry. It's an idea. Anyway, so I'm going to click on that battery. But no, I want the backpack. So what do I need to make a backpack? Maybe some pipes. And some cloth. There. Now you saw that. Let me go out here. You saw that kind of like light shimmer, and check this out. By the way, there's more items over here. Oh, let me just turn this lamp on. This gives you ideas just by interacting with it and using it. This duct tape just respawned in here. This is a weird game. things are weird inside the facility. Stuff like that just happens. But that's good. We want duct tape, so that's fine. Now, these lamps, they do not require power or anything like that. They don't drain your power. You don't even need a plug. You could just, whenever you could package these and move them around and turn them on. And as long as there's power in the facility, you could turn these on and off. So they're great. I'm going to pick up the duct tape, pick up the tech scrap. I'm going to come back to the crafting bench. I'm going to push E, and we're going to make this backpack. This gives you not much, but I'll show you. We're going to craft one, and it's in our backpack. I guess our pockets is what it's called. And this gives you capacity 15, weight reduction 10, and it weighs 2. So currently, you see how I was going to 64 as the upper end of my weight reduction. Well, I went to 74, this weighs 2, and I went to 70. I don't know exactly why it only increased it by 6, but that's fine. I might have another minus going on with me that is reducing my upper end. But either way, what happened was, you'll notice we have capacity 15, which is plus 3 squares here in our backpack, as opposed to our pockets. So once we upgrade our pockets to our backpack, we go from 12 to 15. So we just get more storage. It's phenomenal. What you always want to do in crafting games is craft every single thing that you are able to craft, and see what it can do for you. So we've made that, which is extremely useful. If we want to make a storage container, we need some more wood, and so we need to go break stuff to get wood. And here is the energy brick. To make this, I need these pieces, but honestly that's pretty easy, because I just got those pieces. Here's a circuit board, here's some case fans, and here's another circuit board. There's also some paper and tech scrap. Now, this coffee table, you can leave it here if you think it's stylish, but you can also just package it. And you see how it has a 100% chance to break? That means there's no way I could package this, but I can break it by holding F and turn it into 2 wood planks, which you know we need those, and another table leg, which is, or a desk leg, which is actually pretty good. Ew, and there's another power supply unit. So I'm going to come over here, and this is going to allow us to make an energy brick, which we want to make to try to open that door and rescue that guy. So I'll make it for the guy. Let's be nice. Alright. Now I can't make another one because I only have 1 power supply unit. But I'm going to go over to this guy.
Hurry!
And I'm going to select the energy brick, and I'm going to just put it down here instead of
You need to open the door
my food,
now.
and repair this. And oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a really bad guy over there. Now, these dudes... Okay, we got it. I'm going to use my knife to carve this guy up. There we go. So we actually took a lot of damage right there. We're not bleeding, though. But be prepared. Of course, this guy died. You know, that was probably inevitable. And now this door is open, and we can go to another area altogether. That enemy is tough. I couldn't really talk very much when I was doing it. Oh, did I have food on the... I think I did. Let's go show you the... Oh, no, I got my food. I didn't burn it. Okay, I'm going to get this. This pork chop right here is actually really good to cook, so I'll throw this on here while we're just discussing. And you can throw nets at that dog, but it doesn't obviously kill it. Or lock it down entirely, but it minimizes what it can do to you. So it's definitely still worth your while to throw nets at it. I'm going to craft some more nets. Speaking of nets, 1, 2. Give me some nets. Now, here's the guy's skull. We can actually use this to make a pretty cool helmet. Let me go check on the meat. I don't want to burn it. And I'm going to go to crafting. And let's see if we can get the idea for... We have an idea for a carbuncle crown, but we don't have the idea yet for the helmet with the peccary skull, unfortunately. I'm going to go for this battery here. Just see what it would take to make this. There it is. More experience. This repair and salvage station is insane. We definitely want this. Alright, I'm going to pick this up. And we got another piece of food. How hungry are we? I'm going to push X. Pretty hungry. I'm going to eat this. Okay. Fill this up nicely. We're still transmitting radiation because we have this skull. So I'm going to pick up these two items and I'm going to put them in a kitchen cabinet so I'm not getting irradiated temporarily. I'm going to put the rest of these pipes over here. I'm going to put this full paper scrap over there too. Look at this. The computer spawned again. So that's actually very good for us because we can get some parts that we want. Tremendous. Alright. And I could cook that drumstick, but I don't need it. Now, one thing I do need to do is rest. I'm tired, so let's talk about how to do that. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to push T. What time is it? It's 7 a.m., actually. Okay, no problem. So let's go ahead and just hold E to lie down. And on the couch, we get the recipe for the makeshift bed. You need to jump these guys, and this helps you sleep. And you can see in the bottom left, the noodle disappears for being tired as you sleep. Oop. Here we go. And it's time to wake up by pushing space. And now we've rested, and it is, well, 7 a.m. What did we do? Sleep for 12 hours? I'm not sure about that. Anyway, it's still 7 a.m. And let's go tell the guy what happened to his buddy.
Oh my God. What happened to Jaeger?
You know what happened.
He didn't deserve that. I mean, not really.
He really did.
I'm going to wait here. It's not safe out there.
Okay. So this guy does nothing, but you could talk to him anyway. And these cafeteria tables, I'm going to hold F and show you, bam. We get 12 experience and we get some metal. I try, you can sit to rest and it will help you a little bit, help you regenerate health while you're seated. I'm just going to stand up though. I don't need that for the moment. I'm going to hold F and I'm trying to break these things because, you know, I'll take metal scraps. That's just fine. I'm going to check back in this room and see if anything has respawned in here. No, not yet. That's okay. Now we can go over here, but before I do that, I'm just going to keep exploring my crafting situation. So any ideas? Yes, we were doing this. That's right. So let's see what it would take to make the salvage and repair station. So this is indispensable once we can build this because it will let us repair items that we have or salvage items for other resources. Let's learn how to make this, I suppose. Test tubes. Great. Okay, so we know how to make everything. And I can't make this because I don't have a carbuncle. I can't make a water bottle, though, and I will make one. Lets you carry water around, clean water, so you can drink on the go. It's very good. And I'm okay. I'm going to use the table leg, and I'm going to break these up. And just see what we can get. Perfect. Alright. So, I can make a wall torch as a lighting device, I suppose. But one thing we want to make is a storage crate. So I'm going to craft this. And now I've done it. And I like to put my storage crates right here by my crafting bench. So I'm just going to push tab. drag this down to my hotbar, and I'm going to put it right nearby. Like that. And we need to use our screwdriver to build this. So you see how my table leg and my knife, for example, the durability is going down. Table legs break really fast because you're always using them to like smack things, either enemies or computers and items that you want to destroy. So with the repair station, you could just fix them, which is really, really nice. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to dump stuff off. So when I'm out exploring, I don't need most of this stuff. I don't need to be carrying... I'm okay with carrying food. Iodine, that's fine. Water bottle, that's fine. But as far as the other stuff goes, I don't really need it. These items on my hotbar, I'm okay with. But anything extra, you want to store it because you need as much space as you can get. The idea is we're going to go out and we're going to bring supplies back to our base to craft items that will help us survive even longer. I'm going to push X to check myself out. I am thirsty. So I'm going to go in here. And I can just push E to drink this. It'll drink all of it. And I'm going to drink this. And now we're much less thirsty. But these sinks are now empty, unfortunately. And they do not, like, replenish or anything. So, okay, there's a pest. I just kind of dodge out of the way of them. There we go. And, oh, I waited too long. Here you go. Stomp. I was going to maybe cook them, but it's fine. So we raised our experience, but even getting hit helps us out. Now over here, we should be able to see, yep, you could see there's pests. So if you need some food, come over here. There's bad guys. Alright. Now, I'm going to wander this way and see what we've got. So in the compendium, if I go to gate and I go to entities, the peccary is this big dog guy that we saw, and he's weak against blunt damage. Now, it's worth mentioning, the reason I fought that guy with the table leg instead of my knife as my primary weapon are because if I go to my skills, remember, I'm better with blunt weapons than I am with knives. So I want to get experience for the blunt weapon to get the power attack, and that's just kind of what we built for this character.
Protocols are now in effect. Please locate security personnel and follow evacuation procedures.
Hi.
Look, I don't know what's going on. They don't tell me squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says get out, I'd do what she says. Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here.
So this guy is like super safe in here. He's got all this food, you know, and he's never leaving. So he tells you, though, that we need to go to manufacturing level 2. And you can see in the upper left, our quest has been updated. Now this charging station is where you can recharge anything that has a battery. So see my flashlight, how it has a little bit of charge taken, not too much, but I can push E and just set it there. And you can see it's charging up, and then once it fills, these blue lights fill all the way up, then the battery is fully charged. And if I pick it up, you see my flashlight is fully charged. So you just have to wait for it to recharge. I'm going to take a map, and this will actually update your journal. And you could see here's where we are. This is the map of the office sector on level 1. And here's the cafeteria. Where our base is. Here's the bathroom by our base. Here's our base kind of right here. Here's the 2 elevators in purple. And this is the plaza where we're standing. Here's the charging station, etc. So always get these maps if you can find them. Now here's an email terminal. I'm going to click on this. And we get a new note. And this is trying to start to explain to you that the power sockets are on a timer, and it tells you that they shut everything down at the end of the night to kind of give you a warning. Now time is actually passing. I think the reason no time passed when I was sleeping and it was 7 a.m., I think in the tutorial in the beginning of the game, they just lock, like time is frozen until you get to a certain point. That's my suspicion anyway. Here's a screwdriver and here's a toolbox. Oh, here we go. Now I can make that helmet. I needed to get some glue, I think, and a pipe club, which is great. We definitely want the pipe club. I'll take an extra screwdriver. I'm going to go back to our base, remember you can push shift to toggle sprinting, and then as I'm running, you could see in the upper left, like I'm just getting sprinting experience by doing this. It will make you tired running through your stamina, but it's a great way to get experience. Now, if I push C, I got an idea for the peccary helmet. So, well, we know we need to use peccary skull, and we probably need to use maybe some paper and some glue. Is that going to do it? It is. So let's make one. You can see it has armor 3 and weight 5, so it protects our head. I'm going to get this out, and I need some paper, and I need the glue. And let's go ahead and make it. I'm going to craft it. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this helmet is that it gives you protection. And it is no longer radioactive once you craft it, I believe. So I'm going to wear it instead of my chef's hat. Now, the chef's hat, you know, yeah, there's no radiation. There's no dots on my screen. So we kind of decontaminated it, I guess. And I'm going to put these extra screwdrivers over here. I don't need them. And the chef's hat, we can just open this cabinet and throw in that. Like that. Feels pretty good. Now, over here in this one, you see how I have the bio scrap? You can push Q or click on this to store all items of the same type that are already in here and stack them on the proper stacks, so it just put away what I had in my inventory of that type, which is cool. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to drop in some duct tape and some paper. Sweet. Now, if I want to make the pipe club, which I do, I'm going to say, well, you probably need a pipe, you probably need some metal, and hopefully duct tape? No. Glue, probably, right? And pressure gauge. Yeah, you can see it on the top. And that is what we need. So we're going to need to get some glue, but then we can make this. And this thing does 8 damage, which is nice if we compare it to our table leg, which does 7. It also, the pipe club, breaks through wooden crates twice as fast as the table leg. So it's just more durable, it does more damage, it's really, really nice. So now we want to come back here and continue to explore. And I'm going to get my net out just in case things get wild. This water is tainted, so you don't want to drink this ever. You can use it to wash off, though, if you get dirty. And let's see, these, like these office stools, you can just bust these up. And we get a lot of cool stuff, like we get plastic if we need that, there's cloth, we might need that, and metal. So you break everything that you can, check the containers, pick up what you need. And if it gets too dark, you could bust out your flashlight. There's a plug here. This is locked. You can use this, and it opens the gate just back to the entry area. It's like a little shortcut. You want to open these on both sides so that we can get back to our base if we need to. And I'm just going to run down here. And here's a water cooler. So I can actually package this pretty easily. I'm going to hold F, and I'm going to pick it up. It's heavy, but I can carry it. I'm going to run this way. I'm going to hit this button here. And this is opening, and so we've got this. You can see these elevators are not working. But I'm going to go back inside my base. And I'm going to, right over here, I'm just going to kind of like in my kitchen area, you know, I'm just going to deploy. I do have some water still remaining in the sink. I'm just going to put this right here and deploy this water cooler. So now we have a water cooler if we want to get a drink, but you can also take your water bottle like this, and then you can push E to like fill it up. It takes water from this. You can see in parentheses how many milliliters are being stored in the water cooler, and that's fine. But you can fill up the water bottle so we can have a drink on the go in case we need something. Okay. Excellent. What time is it? It's 10:40 a.m. Great. I'm going to go up here. And This is really fun part of the game because it completely opens up and you're just like out here exploring everything that you can, seeing what's available. This says caution. Now these wooden crates you can break, and you should, because look, it's an ethiol. And pick that up and pick up the wood plank, and there you go. Good stuff. Okay, there's a door over here. We can't open it. There's a, jerk right here. I'm stomping these guys. I'm not even bothered trying to fight them correctly. There were 2 of them, so it's cold in here. Because this is the server room, right? So they're keeping it cold for all these awesome computers. And here we go. We found a recording.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. Today, I discovered that Dr. Stern's latest software experiment was simulating the entire facility. A microcosm of Cascade and every staff member within it. Even myself, I gather. When I asked about it, he claimed to be trying to find a way to accelerate our research. I inquired about the ethical considerations, and he just looked at me blankly. The man is a genius, but more dangerous to this facility than most of its subjects. I'm sure of it. An exceptional scientist, all the same.
Yes, exceptional. Okay, so pick up the keyboard. We need that. And we got a makeshift flashlight. Pick up the pens. We need those. We got an idea for a sign. Open the drawers. Look at this. There's some money in here. Rubber band ball. Take it all. Wonderful. I'm going to package this lamp. I love these things. Just push E to pick it up. And the monitor and the CPU, or the case, you want to break everything. And we got our first coil, it looks like. Portable stove, excellent. Glass. Our inventory is already full. Anything we want to drop? I'm going to drop this paper. And I'm going to take this tech scrap. But we can always just come back and get the rest of this. So this little room does have a plug, by the way, if you want a place to build something. And I'm going to run us back. This is a door that's closed. We cannot break these. If you can break something, the break icon will appear. And if you hit it, it will show damage to reflect that you're actually hurting it. Whereas we aren't in that world right now, so that's not something we can break. I'm just going to run back to our base and offload our stuff into our different storage areas. We want to build more storage containers at some point. I'm going to go ahead and just push Q, stack everything, pens, all of this stuff. We'll just put it in here for future crafting considerations. There we go. And yeah, that looks great. I'm going to put this desk lamp. Just going to pick it up and place it a screwdriver right here. And is there a place that I'd like to have some extra light? I like, honestly, a little bit of light right here. That's fine. So there's no enemy that can, kind of sneak up on me right there. I like to just light up as much as possible. Excellent. All right, everybody. Well, look at us. We've got a skull helmet. We have opened up this area. A man died. We made a backpack. We have built the crafting bench, got our base underway. We've slept. And we are really, really getting into a lot of fun elements in the game as things open up. And I hope you're enjoying this series and finding it to be useful. I will check you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.